Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to give you guys a quick update on my 2017 BMW 340i. It's approaching my 6-month ownership of this beautiful car. Just wanted to give you guys a couple more updates as to how everything has been. Show you some of the issues that have kind of persisted since the last update video. And just go over everything in between. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So if you guys are new to the channel, this is my 2017 BMW 340i M Sport. It's a mineral gray exterior with the coral red interior, which we'll get into in a bit. I bought this back in January, February time frame. Like I said, I loved every single second with this car. I barely have any complaints with it. It's been very reliable. It's an absolute blast to drive. But I just wanted to go over a few things that have developed over the past 6 months. If you guys are considering one of these cars. So let's go ahead and start. So the first thing I've noticed, and that has been a common theme with these F30s, especially with the LED headlights here, is that they're pointed very low. I know there's a way that you can go ahead and adjust them to bring them up, but I have found while kind of sitting at the driver's level, you can see there, they point very far down like this and don't kind of illuminate the road as much as you'd like them to. I might play around with trying to raise them up just to kind of see if that makes a difference in visibility, but otherwise it's not too big of a deal for me. While we're under the hood here, obviously this is the heart and soul of this car. It's the B58 3-liter straight 6, around 320 horsepower, 320 foot-pounds of torque. I'm not sure on the exact figures, but it's around there. As you can see, if you check out my other video, I installed a CTS turbo cold air intake. I definitely love it in terms of the noise it makes, but the fitment quality is pretty dreadful in my opinion. I still haven't done anything about that weather stripping yet, but you know, it's not the best fitment quality, but if you can deal with that for the noise like I can, I definitely recommend it. And since my last update video, I talked about cracking the charge pipe. Upon further research, it seems like the charge pipe can actually move and flex under boost as opposed to the N55, and I guess I got the engines confused. So therefore, cracking the charge pipe is actually not that big of a concern on these cars. I may still go ahead and tune this thing. I'm not sure. It's still very, very fast on its own. I don't really want to mess with the drivability, and I know these tunes these days are very good. But I'm going to have to give it some more thought. Overall, this has been a great, reliable engine, and I think BMW did a great job. If we come around the side here, I think the next modification for me is going to be body-colored side reflectors here. I know that's a very common mod on these F30s. I just haven't gotten around to finding a set yet. My opinion on the brakes hasn't changed since the last update. These are an absolutely tremendous set of brakes, especially coming from my old B8 S4, which had some puny little single piston calipers. These big boys right here bring this thing down to a halt very nicely. The brake pedal feels also tremendous, so really love these brakes. Coming around the rest of the car here, not much has changed. Still have the M Performance side skirt there. I think I said in my last update video that I'm thinking about lowering this thing. Honestly, that kind of mod has taken a back seat in my opinion. I don't really want to mess with the ride quality. And these things are really expensive to lower. Like, the only thing you can buy is like some Dynon springs with the bump stops and stuff like that. So I'm going to have to give that mod some more thought as well. Coming around the rear, you can see I did debadge this thing. I didn't really make a video on it because it wasn't that big of a mod, but I think it definitely looks a lot cleaner. I still have my Dynon full exhaust, stock downpipe, but it sounds absolutely tremendous. If you want to check out some of my other exhaust videos, I'll link them at the top here. I still have the annoyances with the kick to open feature with the trunk, but it worked well in that instance. I also have the sequential modification. If you didn't see that video, go ahead and check it out. For the taillights, plug and play module was really easy to install, and I think it looks pretty good. Otherwise, on the passenger side, not much to report as well. So let's go ahead and hop on the inside. So like I said in the beginning, taking a step inside here, this is a coral red interior. I think it's absolutely beautiful in person. The pictures don't really do it justice. I think it looks too orange when they're captured with photos, but in person, like I said, they're absolutely stunning. And as you can see with the clutch pedal right there and the shifter, this is a manual 340i. I should have mentioned that in the beginning, but it's an absolutely insane spec. I got so lucky when I found this car. I'm so fortunate. The driving experience is absolutely fantastic. We go ahead and take a step inside here. You can see since the last update, 40,700, see if it'll focus here, 40,776 miles on it. Coming across the dashboard, you can see not much has changed. I still have the M Performance shift knob and boot, as well as the Alcantara armrest and e-brake cover. One of my favorite features with this car, and that I've used a lot in the recent times, has been this front view camera. And it's very helpful when you're pulling out of kind of a blind junction. It helps you kind of peek around the corner and see if there are any cars coming. I absolutely love that feature. I also want to say, guys, that the driving mode selection in this car is great as well. You can see as you cycle through the various things, you can go to Eco, Pro, Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus. Sport and Sport Plus really changes the whole dynamic of the car, as you would kind of expect, but it also increases the pops and bangs in the exhaust, but not too much. But it's definitely a welcome addition. The suspension firms up, the steering firms up, everything feels great. Taking a step out, we'll go ahead and check out the back seat. As you can see, nothing really to report in the back seat. Just the same beautiful coral red leather. I do like this aluminum trim as well. I think it really works. Doesn't feel too cheap, and it's got a nice pattern on it, if you can kind of see that as well. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much it for the interior of the 340i. For tires, I forgot to mention earlier, these are the Michelin's Pilot Sport 4S tires. Highly recommended. An absolutely amazing set of tires as well. They really fit the dynamic of this car, and I know a lot of other sports cars as well, so highly recommended. Otherwise, guys, that pretty much concludes the update video, the 6-month kind of update video on this car. Not too much to report, still crazy in love with this car. Would recommend it to absolutely anyone. Stay tuned for a would you buy a 340i type video that I have coming on this car as well, where I talk about if the F30 and kind of that platform as a whole is worth buying or looking into. But otherwise, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It really means a lot. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.